The computer, our modern-day revolution. We use it every day to listen to music, edit our photos, and watch video. Where did our first computers come from? Computer was originally a job title of someone who did repetitive calculations. A lot of research and history went into this, coming from inventions which helped people with mathematical equations, like the abacus, Napier's bones, and the Pascal. All aided in addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. In 1822, Charles Babbage invented the steam-powered difference machine, which could compute logarithmic tables. Other inventions were machines that were used to create punch cards, which were used for your gas bill, or as we know it today, for voting. One of these machines was the Hollerith desk, created by Herman Hollerith, the man who created IBM. IBM continued to create the calculator to sell to businesses to help with financial accounting and inventory. And in 1944, IBM partnered up with Harvard to create the Harvard Mark I. It was the first programmable digital computer in the US. It was not purely electronic though. It was constructed of switches, relays, rotating shafts, and clutches. In 1937, the earliest attempts to build an all-electric digital computer was built by J.V. Atenasaw. This machine was the first to store data on a charged capacitor, which is how today's computers store information in their memory. Another major invention towards the model computer was the Colossal, which was built during World War II by Britain for the purpose to break the cryptographic codes used by the German. In 1941, Konrad Deuce invented the Z3, his third machine. It was probably the first operational, general-purpose, programmable, software-controlled digital computer. Between 1943 and 1945, the ENIAC was created. It stood for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. It was created by funding from the War Department, promising it could replace all women calculating the firing tables for the Army's artillery guns. By the end of the 1950s, computers were no longer one-of-a-kind, hand-built devices. Although the ENIAC unquestionably the origin of the U.S. commercial computing company by 1955, IBM was selling more personal computers. Computers had been incredibly expensive because they required so much hand assembly, and in 1976, the Apple I sold for only $600 as a do-it-yourself kit. In 1990, a university student would typically own their own computer. This was the result of the transformation of the microprocessor. In 1971, Intel was the first to develop their microprocessor. They were the first to succeed in cramming an entire computer onto a single chip. This began the revolution of the personal computer. MIT's Altair was one of the first kit-based microcomputers. Although it wasn't the first microcomputer, it was the first of the industry. Soon after came the MSI 880. It was better built and had a better power supply, although it was very similar to the Altair. In 1977, processor technology designed the Sol computer. The Sol had a video terminal built in, only requiring a video monitor. It came in a very attractive case with walnut wood sides. The Sol became a very popular computer that influenced the design of future computers. Now for the true quote-unquote personal computer, the Apple II. Factory built, inexpensive, and easy to learn and use, provided with the most extensive set of software and low-cost floppy disks, the Apple II was also the first personal computer capable of color graphics and easy modem operations. Rivaling the Apple II was Radio Shack's TRS-80, selling for $500 complete with a video monitor. This took the personal computer market by storm. Using a fast Z80 processor, it used a cassette recorder for program and data storage. In 1983, Radio Shack later came out with the first practical laptop, the Model 100. You know what's next. Progression with technology means progression of the computer. As time goes on, the computer will become smaller and more compact until it resembles the laptops and computers we know today. Growing up in the computer age, it is easy to forget where this great technology came from. Now that you know, I hope you can properly thank the inventors and inventions that inadvertently bestowed upon you the computers you know today.